Hi folks, today Sigma made quite a stunning announcement. They announced 3+1 new product and also a new logo for the company. The first product they announced is the Sigma 300 600mm 4.0 L and E mount lens. Then they also announced a new Sigma BF camera made of one piece of aluminum, the new 16 300mm aps-c lens for Sony E, Leica L, Fuji X and Canon RF mount cameras, new redesigned I-series lenses and a new company logo. Now I want to give you my thoughts about the new products. If you want to check out the single specs of every product and also pre-order them, use the affiliated links I have in the description box below. You land on the page of the product, you can pre-order it or just read the specs. Those are affiliated links, which means if you use them to pre-order the new lenses or the camera, I will get a small commission. You don't pay a cent more, and this is a nice way to support my channel, so thanks for using those links. But let's start with the product that I think is the most important one, the one that for sure will be the most exciting for most of the followers out there. It's the new Sigma 300 600mm 4.0 L and E mount lens. This is the lens that Sigma CEO months ago teased would be coming in 2025. He said that Sigma was ready to launch a new stunning telephoto lens that nobody has ever done before, and I think this is a super product. Of course, it's $6,000, but just for comparison, the Sony 600mm 4.0 costs more than double than this Sigma lens. It's $13,000, and with the Sigma you have that useful 300-600mm range. Of course, I expect the Sony GM lens still to be ahead in terms of ultimate image quality, but I think Sigma will be very close, and also it's more versatile. It costs less than half and it only weighs 1 kilo more than a Sony, so that's definitely a lens you have to consider to buy, because there's nothing that comes close to it if you're in the E-mount camp. And of course in the L-mount camp you have even more reasons to buy this lens, because it doesn't have two limitations the Sony E-mount version has. For example, the L-mount version of this lens takes teleconverters, which the Sony E-mount version does not. Plus, Sony cripples on their cameras the performance of the Sigma lens of any third-party lens down to 15 frames per second when you're using continuous autofocusing. So that's Sony's fault and limitation, not Sigma's fault, so keep it in mind. I hope, and this is my message to Sony, that you will get rid of this, because this is completely meaningless. But anyway, really, I think that everybody in the comment system, everybody of you watching this will agree that this is a stunning lens. And the pricing, I know it's $6,000, but if you look out there what Nikon, Canon and the competition offers, this is a great pricing. So I think Sigma really made a beautiful announcement, and I hope for them they will make a ton of sales on this lens. And now let's talk about the second product that has been announced by Sigma, and in that case the reaction is split between people that love the camera or hate the camera. It's a new Sigma BF camera, and BF stands for beautiful foolishness. That's what Sigma told in an interview with Petapixel. When I saw the camera, it gave me a wow factor. I want to be clear, from a tech point of view, this is a boring camera. It uses the same old, still superb, but no wow 24 megapixel sensor that is also used on the Lumix S5 II, for example. This camera, actually from a technical point of view, is missing a lot of things. It has no AVF, no SD slot, no HDMI, no IBIS, and no to a ton of things that normally a modern camera should have. And Sigma did it because they did go completely in a new direction. They wanted to create a camera that is very minimalistic, easy to use, and I think that's the right approach. I think too many cameras nowadays look just about the same and do everything possible from a technical point of view, and I believe that design and usability are at least as important as the technical aspects of a camera. Probably if the camera would have had a Leica logo on it and triple the price, people would have not complained. I really love the design of this camera. I'm looking forward to hold it in my hand to see if by chance makes me feel like I want to own it and buy it and go around with it. I think beauty has a part in our life, not only technical specs, but also having something that you really feel like it's part of what your philosophical thinking about beautifulness is. Now I really got lost, but just to say, I love it. It gave me that wow factor, just like the Sigma 300 600mm lens gave me the wow factor. That camera gave me the wow factor. I know if you rationalize it, it makes little sense. This camera is bigger than the older FP camera. You can see a couple of comparison images here, and the older Sigma FP camera didn't sell in big numbers. I think the new BF camera could sell more than the older FP camera, even if the specs are nothing that will drive the sales or the attention from photographers. I applaud really the Sigma CEO for being bold and trying something new. Now, the third product they announced was the new 16-300mm aps-c lens for the Sony E, Leica L, Canon RF and Fuji X mount. This is a very no-brainer buy. If you want a travel zoom that does it all, then this is probably an excellent choice. They also redesigned the compact eye lens series, so the design of the lenses now do match the design of the Sigma BF camera. Sigma also announced a new logo for the company. You can see it here. I think Sigma had a great day. Really, the 360mm 4.0, buy it. If you have the money, if you are a kind of shooter photographer that need the kind of focal length, I would pre-order the lens right now, even if you don't have full reviews out there. But I suspect that the lens will sell in a very big number, so it will start to ship out in April. But if there are many pre-orders, you might have to wait to May, June. So I suggest you, if you're interested in this lens, to now click on the links in the description box below to pre-order at BH Photo or other stores in Europe your copy of the lens. You can always cancel the pre-order, but I'm sure that Sigma has put every technology inside this lens so that it will perform flawlessly and meet your expectation. The Sigma BF, I already told you that. So overall, I'm happy for Sigma because first of all, I have to admit that I'm a big fan of the Sigma CEO, Yamaki. He is a person that really takes care about the company, about the products, about the employers. He has some true passion for photography, and they produce most of the stuff also in Japan. So it's still one of those companies where you feel they have a certain ethic and value, and keeping fingers crossed for them so that they will make big sales on the two lenses, but also on the camera. And again, a reminder to use my affiliate links if you want to support me. Now, I talked too much, so I will wrap it up. This was the Sigma announcement. Keep in mind that there are many announcements coming soon. The Lumix S1R2 will be announced within a couple of hours, so stay tuned on airrumors.com. Sony will announce 2 new lenses also on February 26th, so stay tuned on sonyalpha.com. Then there will be a Zeiss announcement, Cousin announcement. Tamron still I don't know. Hopefully there will be the first lens from Tamron, I guess yes. And then a ton of Chinese E-mount or L-mount or R-mount, RF mount, X-mount and Z-mount lenses. Some will be super exciting lenses, so also you have to look forward and stay tuned on my channels to see all the news, because I'm posting every hour some news on those websites, so I'm really exhausted. Okay folks, stay tuned, like this video to help me YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and I see you soon.